I have been craving enchiladas suizas or green enchiladas for so long. Finally got the energy to make them today. Welcome back. I promised I was going to make more content here on YouTube, and that's what I'm doing. Excuse the pitter patter of Coco running around the house.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
So anyway, I've really been craving green enchiladas.
Work, Sinora.
I've really been craving green enchiladas. I'm actually more of a fan of cheese enchiladas that I am with them with meat, but I feel like an enchilada suiza, which is a green based sauce enchilada, is good with chicken. That's usually how they're made. So I cooked some chicken, and I'm gonna show you how I make my green enchiladas. My base for my tomatillo salsa, my enchilada sauce, I just put tomatillos in with some water, and I cooked them or boiled them with one jalapeno. I'm gonna try and make them not so spicy because Juan doesn't really eat very spicy. So I cooked them. The trick is to actually not allow them to do this and blister. You don't want them to break in the water. You're actually supposed to take them out of the boiling water when they turn an olive color. You need to let it go to room temperature or cool down, which I have done. I made this morning because I was cooking a bunch of stuff already, so I just decided to do that. I actually cooked some chicken breast in some water. Probably not the best scenario, but I'm lazy and I just got shredded cheese already, so I don't have to shred it myself. Monterey Jack is the way to go. I charred some chiles in my barbecue because we made some chicken apple sausage for breakfast on the barbecue this morning, so I just put the chiles there. I had them char. Now I'm just gonna peel them and use them also for my enchilada sauce. We're more of flour tortilla eaters, so what I love to do when I have a thing of corn tortillas in the fridge that I need to actually use up or do, I either make chips or enchiladas is a good one. Enchiladas, chilaquiles. So I still have these, so that's what I'm gonna make. These are gonna be my tortillas for my enchiladas. You definitely want some cilantro, you want some cebolla, some onion, because those are all the flavors that go with enchiladas. Now for now, I'm just gonna chop up my chicken so I can use it for my enchilada filling. Okay, now I finished chopping my chicken, but I wanted to say that you can also use rotisserie chicken that's already been roasted from the store. That's the ultimate because it already has all those flavors. Mine just has a little bit of garlic, salt, onion, garlic that I cooked it in. But you don't have to start from scratch. Like, you can use rotisserie chicken, which is awesome. Here's one of my other tips for enchilada sauce. Green enchilada sauce. I learned how to make this years and years ago. I learned how to make this enchilada sauce. I mean, I was probably still a teenager. And the secret weapon is probably controversial, but Campbell's cream of mushroom, sopa de champignon. It's so good, it's so creamy, and it gives it this like really earthy flavor, and it's just the bomb. Juan hates mushrooms, but he will eat this. It's so good. In my blender, I'm gonna put tomatillos. I'm gonna do one jalapeno. You can always start off, take the stem off. You can always start off with one and then add more, just so you don't overdo it on the spice. Because you can always add spice, but you can't take it away if it's too spicy, or it's very hard to. You have to keep adding cream and water and that kind of stuff, and why do that? So, garlic cloves that I also cooked with the tomatillos. I took out the seeds, and I'm gonna put the chile in here. Poblanos are very seldomly spicy. Those are the ones that you use to make chile rellenos, and they're seldomly spicy. I'm gonna add like a quarter of my white onion. And then you wanna use some onion, some chopped onion, to top your enchiladas with. Onion. And then I'm gonna use the caldo from the chicken, which is the soup broth. I don't know where they are. This chicken broth is gonna add so much flavor. Salt and pepper. Blend this up. see that it's a little liquidy, don't worry. We're gonna add the can of Campbell's mushroom soup in here, and it's gonna make it the perfect consistency. You wanna try your enchilada sauce, just for heat, if you want it to be a little spicier. Oh my God, it's so good. It actually could be a little bit spicier, but I'm afraid of adding too much. I might just add, I have a roasted jalapeno, so I'm just gonna add a teensy bit more, maybe just a little tip of it, like this. And I'm going to add some cilantro. I'm gonna put this much cilantro in it, the whole thing, like the stem and everything, because that's what has the flavor, you know? I'm gonna blend this again. Here is my enchilada sauce, and I bet it's perfect now. And, it smells good. The cilantro added so much flavor. Okay, in a bowl, I'm gonna put my chicken. This is gonna be my filling, right? So I'm gonna add chicken, and I'm gonna mix in some of the cheese. Why I like to mix the chicken and the cheese together is because I feel like when you put it in the filling, when you put it in your tortilla as an enchilada, it just melts throughout the chicken, and it's so much better than having just chicken and just cheese on top. You know what I mean? So it just makes it like this melty chicken filling. I don't know, it's so good. Okay, so once you mix it, this is gonna be my filling. And the trick of good enchiladas is that your tortillas have to be pliable. You have to be able to fold these suckers or roll these suckers up with the filling without them cracking. So in order to do that, you have to warm them up. Now, I'm not about to sit at the comal or at the oven or at the stove and just flip it and get them hot. I do it the very, very lazy way. So I grab my pile of tortillas, I wrap them in paper towels like this, or you can even do like a dish rag, a clean dish rag. So I do this. I pour a teensy bit of water on the top. This kind of creates a little bit of a steam situation happening. I put them in my microwave. I keep flipping them, check them. You don't want them to dry out. You want them to be super soft and pliable. So once this is a little wet, that's really my lazy tip, put them in the micro. I do them for 30 seconds at a time, just so they don't get too dry. All right, now they're nice and warm, you can see, and you can also put them in a plastic bag with a little bit of water and you'll have the same effect, but see how pliable and soft and moldable they are? So I'm going to build them here on my cutting board. And again, I'm gonna cook them the lazy way. Usually, my mom hated making enchiladas because they're very tedious and you have to dip the tortilla in a little bit of oil, then put it in a sauce and then roll it up and then like save it, and then cook it, right? So I just do it the lazy way and I'm gonna show you. Whew. Very soft, pliable. Filling, roll it up. You gotta work quickly. These are already breaking apart. Enchiladas are done, rolled up. Look how beautiful they look. I'm gonna show you how to make them on a skillet. It's the lazy way, but who cares? Okay, I heated up my pan. I added a little bit of oil in there. What I do very carefully, because your pan is probably very hot, very, very carefully, I pour a little bit of the sauce, the enchilada sauce in it. I've always done it this way. To me, it's the easy way. Gotta be careful. Start sizzling. I pour a little bit in there and then you can coat the bottom of the pan. And this is so the bottom of your enchiladas don't get dry, okay? And then you start assembling all your enchiladas on your skillet, on your pan. And this is to cook them on top of the stove, not in the oven. Like that, and then you're gonna pour the entire, coat the entire top of the enchiladas with the sauce. And then you're going to make sure all of this are submerged in sauce. Top it off. You go in with your shredded cheese, of course. You're gonna put it on low because you don't want them to burn or dry out on the bottom. Cover them until the sauce is bubbling and the cheese is melted. Okay, I promise they don't look that appetizing, but they are so delicious. They just got so much sauce and cheese in them and they've cooked for so long. It's just, they're even better. So I like to top ours with a little bit of cebolla or onion, a little bit of cilantro, and a little bit of queso fresco. Definitely some Mexican crema. how amazing this looks. So delicious. Can't wait to try them. Okay guys, going in for the taste test. I promise you, they taste way better than they look. They're a little mushy because they have so much sauce. Oh my gosh. They're so good, and they're not very spicy. I could have added a little bit more jalapeno, but you have to try these at home. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more of this content. I'm definitely gonna make more, so you have to subscribe.